What is going on, everybody? This is Wednesday, 26th of August, trade recap. Today was such a slow and choppy day, and I'm gonna go through how you could have printed today. So today I wanted us to open into this 15-minute and then dump all the way down to these Asia lows. We did open up, but this 15-minute never ended up sending price lower, and just after that I knew that today would just be a very slow day. So market opens here, instantly pumps. Look what happens here. Here I'm gonna delete the SMT indicator. So as you can see here, we start pumping, and we have all of these draws above. So I was like, okay, we're likely gonna take out London highs. We instantly take out the 930 high, and we took out London highs as well. Now look at what happened at 930. This is the gap, and this is the draw. We're literally not even 1 point away from the draw in liquidity. That is such a low probability day and just horrible. I hate when that happens. So after this, we start chopping around and we get an inverse here. So this inverse is into a 2-minute, so just like yesterday, and we do inverse this 30-second. However, we are literally almost 80 points, 60 points away from our draw. That is a bit too far for a day like this when the draw on liquidity literally looks like this. And I never really like taking gaps that aren't this. Like if this is the gap, this is the gap I want to take. I don't like taking these other gaps. So now look, why shouldn't you have avoided, wait for it. Okay, why should you have avoided this? We're in high volume consolidation and low probability immediately. So do not be taking this. What happens? It fails. Now we have, it is 9:43. So again, after these two candles, I knew we would take it out instantly. And so this next candle is going to be our opening range high candle. Look what happens. We come down. Wait, how can I? Okay, whatever. So we come down, and immediately we take it out. Wait. So we get almost no setup. However, what could you have taken here? If we go back, I don't know why it's not letting me replay in seconds. But what I initially did after I saw this candle, retrace, and so this is 9:45. I thought we would just instantly come up and take the opening range high. However, we retraced a bit. So I knew that still we would definitely take this out within the 1-minute candle. So as you can see here, we have a fair value gap continuation model, and normally we would wait for the candle to close right here above this line and we would be entered. However, we didn't. I knew that we would most likely not take it out because 15 points and the 9:45 candle, it'll definitely move more than 15 points. So I kind of just did this. 15-point stop, 15-point TP. So what I did here was I front run the FEGC setup. So I knew if we wanted to respect this gap, if we were to respect this gap, we would break above this high. If we were to break above this high, we would take this out. So I didn't even bother manually entering. I just straight up set a limit or a stop. So let's see what happens. Instantly hit TP. Wait, my indicator's bugging in replay mode. But there you go. You would instantly hit TP just like that if you front run this. So like I said, we were 15 points away. We were very, very close to it. Why would this candle close? We have no reason to close. Because of how strong this draw on liquidity is, the opening range high, we would just instantly, as soon as we break above, take it out, which is exactly what we did. So that was first TP. Now let's move to second. So 6 a.m. high gives us no entry. I was waiting for this gap here to get inversed. Right here. Never ended up happening. And we literally edged it as well. So then, now, here, I'm gonna make this gap bigger now. So look, this is the gap I'm waiting for us to inverse. And we have this right here, the 930 low, opening range low, and it's a 15-minute gap. So obviously, by the time we inverse it, we'd already have taken it out. So what does that mean? Let's front run. So where is it? Okay, here. So this is the gap. So after I saw this candle, I was able to understand my stop loss will likely be above here. So obviously, because replay mode is bugging, I'm just going to show you how I did it. Set a buy or sell stop here, 20 points and 20 points. So obviously, like, I knew that we would, after all of this, move lower, and this gap, if we were to come past the mid-range of this gap, we would likely see us take out this draw. So again, I manually entered here. This time I didn't put a stop. So I waited. You'd be filled there. So like I said, we front run this. So after this candle closed and we got bearish displacement on this one, a bearish open, we didn't even have a top wick, which just means like we're skipping all bullish orders and we're just going straight down. So there we go. I entered somewhere around this candle open or close or whatever, and then targeted a 1-to-1 20-point stop loss, edged it, but went break even when he took it out, and boom, that would have been full TP. So very, very controversial day today. We had to front run an FVGC setup and we had to front run our IFVG setup. So both strategies had to be front run today, but it's okay. In the end, we still did end up printing, but very, like, look at this. What is this? This is just literally the slowest day ever. Like, what even is this? This isn't New York session. So yeah, a very slow day today, but still managed to secure 2 of our trades, and we still had our 6 a.m. low and 6 a.m. high, but nothing ever happened to them. And I kind of just hopped off around here when we started chopping. So yeah, that's how you identify and trade lower probability conditions. I hope you guys all understood, and I'll see you in the next one. Make sure to like and subscribe.